Hi, I'm now going to cover the topic of the subtitles and teletext options that come in the Triax TR112 Saorview set-top box, okay? So I'll start off by simply showing you the relevant buttons on the remote control. So on the very top here we have text, TXT for the teletext, and then towards the bottom of the remote we have sub, which is simply for subtitles, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm simply going to hit the sub button here. We can see that the default option here is off. I come down to English and press enter, and I come along, and instantaneously the subtitles come on, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm simply going to flick channels, and we'll go over to another channel here, let's see now, that we'll say RT1 Royal Pains, and we'll just see here. We can see here very interestingly that though we flick channels, the subtitles have stayed on. Now this is a very, very unusual in terms of, I haven't seen this on any other box. Normally what happens is if you flick channels, the subtitles have to be set back on or a second time, or in some boxes where unbelievably annoying, subtitles come as a default on position and you have to go way into the menu to find out how to turn it on and off. But this works automatically. It's just turn on subtitles, it's on all channels, and until you turn it off, it's going to be on. So to turn it off, you simply hit the sub button again, come back up to off, and press enter, okay? And then that's it. So it's a simple thing. A lot of people could have done it right, but the point is the Triax on this box have done it very well, very much right. So we'll move then to, we'll say, the teletext option itself, okay? So this is TV3 here. It's still being broadcast in standard definition. If I come along here and press the text button here, you can see it's teletext as we know it, okay? So if I come along, I want to go to Monday Millions, I simply type in 151 and it flicks over to that particular thing. And to get out of this, the exit button won't work. You have to hit actually the text button again, and out you go. So that's it. Now if we flick, we'll say, over to RT2, which has been broadcast in high definition, we'll just flick down to this. We press exactly the same button again, but now we're faced with a different beast here, which is loading. So it loads up in a matter of 3 or 4 seconds, and it brings it up here. And we can see here that it's the new Airtel, digital Airtel here, okay? So what we can do is, the first thing you'll notice here is that you have the screen over here with the picture and sound, things like that. So you can be looking at television while you're checking out whatever you want to check out. So we'll come down here to the sports section, simply press enter, and it'll bring us to the sport index here, and I'll come down to the GAA, which I'll press enter on again, and it flicks us in here, and then we go into fixtures, and it's very fast, it's very well laid out, and it's a thing. So under 21 fixtures here, and then we can see the results of the match being played and the matches that are forthcoming, and then we can flick down to the next page here as well, okay? Also, we'll say, this is an option you're unlikely to see, but if you flick in here, this is quite clever by RT, I suppose. If you flick in here and you see that you'd actually like to buy a Kia car, you can actually press the blue button here and find out all about Kia. But in the unlikely event that that's true, I won't bother showing you any further on it. But I just hit the text button here and we flick back out, and that's it. So that's an overview initially there of the subtitles, and then we moved on to the teletext. Both of them are done extremely well, and it's a very, very good features of this new Saorview box.